What's up, jobbers, and welcome to the latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, Nestlemania alongside for the ride is a man that could not be more pumped and jacked for Ronda versus Gina, JC.
Yeah, actually, we should talk about that. Ronda's going to be like minus infinity, but I would love to see Gina Carano roll around the ring a little bit there. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's the battle of the has-beens. Am I right? Just saying.
Well, I mean, I would guess Ronda can get herself into fighting shape a lot quicker than. Well, I don't know. Gina's kind of a badass. We were talking about this in the Knocker thread earlier today, and she has a lot of questionable things about her, but we should move on.
We should move on. That's absolutely true.
She won't be in my shine. How about that?
She won't be in the shine tonight.
She might be in my comeback, though.
Well, heavy on the come. I mean, the back, whatever.
Whoa!
All right.
It's like rock and roll.
Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about. We've got the wrestling to talk about here. We do. I don't know. It's WrestleMania season, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
Elimination Chamber is not this Saturday. It's the next Saturday.
As far as I've been told, because there's still qualifying matches there, Joseph.
Oh, duh. Who?
Exactly.
The fuck?
I'm going to start calling you random J names.
Well, I'm going to start calling you girls' names.
Thank you. Gloria.
Quiet Anastasia. Okay.
It's coming back by the end of the month, by the way.
I know. It's crazy.
I'm excited.
Right?
Scrubs. Here we go.
I was watching the trailer and I'm like, Turk and JD look the fucking same.
They do.
It's amazing. Exactly the same.
What plastic surgery can do for you. Anyway,
they haven't aged.
Where do we always start?
Always in the shine, Nestlemania. You know who's always in the shine? Oh, and we're only smoking mirrors tonight. Cody Rhodes, baby. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. What did I tell you last week, motherfucker? They're not doing an elimination chamber without Cody Rhodes. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag Nestle doesn't know. Nestle doesn't know. So yeah, you can put it on the board for me. But you know what? True. Drew tried to cost Cody and Jacob at times. Cody kicked out because he's super Cody, baby. It was a beautiful thing. But I like, normally with this kind of bullshit, whatever, I don't like it, but it made so much sense story-wise. And then, obviously, Cody eventually gets Sammy to qualify because, once again, Sammy chokes as we're building to, hopefully, at some point, a heel turn or something. But Cody must pose. Cody does pose. And I called that main event absolute cinema. That's the E in entertainment, baby. I thought it was great.
Listen, he won. The one thing I will say about this is, they really went hard in the paint on the fact that your boy, Cody Rhodes, needed to be in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, no shit.
But they also kind of made Jacob look like a badass. And in the process, Drew McIntyre got all miffed and got in the way. And it was like Drew McIntyre was supposed to help Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn didn't want his help. And, of course, Sami Zayn trying to do the right thing yet again, gets fucked over in the end. How many more times can Sami Zayn continue to do this before he turns the other cheek and says, you know what?
Turn him fucking heel.
Right. Yeah, please. No, I agree. I agree with you. I think turning Sami Zayn heel, becoming WWE champion doesn't resonate with me though. Doesn't resonate.
Yeah, no, here's
not
how
as
it
the
does.
first one.
No, here's how you do it. He wins Money in the Bank as a babyface, and when he cashes in, he turns heel on Cody Rhodes and beats the living fuck out of him, becomes the champion, and that's how you kick off. The problem is, then and maybe Cody takes some time off at that point, so he doesn't come back right away and have to beat him. But it just, I think it's just one of those things. It's like they could save that Sammy moment as a babyface. It probably would be better that way, but it just doesn't feel like they're going to do it. So, like, give us the shock and awe. And I guarantee you that the fans will probably fucking hate it, just like they did with Cena. But it's like, you know what? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. The way the storyline is going, he needs to turn heel with frustration. He does. And he'll be better for him. I'll take him more seriously.
A lot of people are also saying, JC, that because his friendship with Kevin Owens, maybe Kevin was right all along. So you never know.
Kevin was always right. Yeah, KO's always right about everything.
Saying that you need to be less of a bitch.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's fine.
Hashtag KO knows.
Anyway, your boy Cody is in there. Does Cody win the chamber? Or are people already tired of Cody Rhodes winning?
No, Cody's going to win the chamber, and Fatu is going to find his way into that WrestleMania match.
Wow.
I think that's how we're going because the way that they're doing this and dragging this out, like once we get past the 28th, it's like it's a while to WrestleMania, but it's like all systems go. So it feels like that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? But at the end, yeah, because it's just, we can talk about the other qualifier this week. My boy Javon Evans, he's bouncy. We finally got away from old Chalk because we got the Chalk of Randy Orton, we got the Chalk of Cody Rhodes, We got the Chalk of LA Knight, but now we have the surprise of Joanne Evans. Because I think a lot of people are looking at that and like, oh, it's probably just going to be Gunther. But they had fucking the future, the present, and the everything of Lucha Libre. Dragon Lee cost him. Made sense. Poor Gunther has to feud with him. But it just made sense. Javon, when I saw this match, I was like, man, Javon would be so fucking fun in the chamber. He's the wild card spot. And there it is. There he is. The wild card's in the chamber with all the Chalk boys. He'll be doing crazy shit. So I'm excited for that.
I'm just funny in my head thinking to myself, is he strictly in there for the bouncy spots?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, they do. There's always one guy in there that needs to be the wild card, do crazy shit.
That's fine. I have no problem with it. I love that Gunther gets kind of sidetracked here in a side quest because
yes,
I think they have to. They have to keep him away from doing something. I don't know if it's over eventually.
Get away from the world title. Yeah,
but you got to do something here. I would hope that it's Brock Lesnar and Gunther, but the more that I've been hearing from the dirts that it's different, but I don't know. We don't talk about that very much here, but right now I'm just glad he's not in the title picture because I feel like there's a fatigue when you like it's a Cody Rhodes, it's a Seth Rollins, it's a Gunther. Even when they don't have championships, it feels like they're still part of like the main story, and rightfully so. But I think sometimes you get some fatigue from these, top talents because they never really seem like they go down and have to come all the way back up. They're always bouncing somewhere in the upper percentile, I guess I would say.
Yeah, and that's with Gunther. You don't want him to just be in a title match to lose. Like if he's in a title match, he's winning. So it's like they're doing a good job of keeping him away from it, and having him not being part of the chamber is good too because they have to get pinned in that. So I think they're making the right decisions. He can destroy Dragon Lee, and then he'll be on his way to face whoever he faces at Mania. So
okay, fair enough. What else did you like?
I almost gave these my comeback this week, but Liv and Dom interrupting the beginning of Jade and Grace and the dinner being chicken nuggets was almost my comeback. I fucking popped. It was so good. It was so good. And I was like, man, I really want a chicken nugget now. But I love that they're doing this with Liv. They're letting her have fun with it. And then we can talk about that match if you want to Nestlemania, because I thought Jade and Grace did pretty okay.
Listen, I will say this much. I know we're very hard on Jade Cargill, but
you're hard on her. I'm not.
Well, I'm hard on a different reason. But anyway, she can jade me all the time. But anyway, the other thing is this was Jade's best match, hands down, in my opinion. AEW, any other thing in between, WWE, this was her best match. The one thing that I really, really had a problem with, again, not a bad thing, just something that I've noticed, is that they didn't really give Jordynne Grace the ability to connect with the crowd. So I feel like, and I understand this because this is like,
Jade's too over, dude.
No, I understand that. You just can't, she's insurmountable, like in many different facets. She's just an entity into herself. But what I was watching very closely, and this is the part that kind of like really stuck with me, was that even though it was her best match ever, I wanted to see it go longer. And I didn't love the finish of just kind of the one arm because I felt like that made it feel less than in terms of that it took. I understand the psychology of it. I get that. I think that they could have found a better finish because then Jade having to beat her with one arm, even though I know, yes, it was selling, it just feels different to me. And I don't know. It bothered me a little bit. And I think that this WWE is that we've talked about this ad nauseum, but again, this is a prime example of this, JC, where they got a new hot talent. They're clearly going to be a big deal someday. They always lose their first title match as like they're almost there, but they still got a lot of time to learn and understand.
Yeah, it's the Drake May.
Yeah, it is. Might as well call it the Drake May. But it's hard because I feel like you can do that with, I don't know, I'd say 80 to 90% of the talent, and it's perfectly fine. But I think every once in a while there's a talent there that I feel like if you do that, if you don't give it to him right away, and I know that this is fucking bizarre for me to say, but if you don't give it to him right away, I feel like you do lose a bit of luster or a little bit of the layer there. I don't know. That's just how I feel as a fan.
I honestly no. For me, with Jordan, in particular, in this case, I think it was nothing but positive because I don't think she really had much luster. She just kind of showed up and was like signed, and it was one of those things where she never really got over the hump in NXT, so it felt like she didn't really finish there. And I don't think people were like clamoring for her to be on the main roster right away. Clearly, just Triple H wanted her up. Probably because he wanted to do this match in particular. So it just, to me, it's like showing the audience, especially the audience that doesn't know who she is, that she is someone that gets signed immediately, goes after the top star, tells you she is important. Whereas if she just debuted and was can crushing, like some people can, like Oba, because he's fucking massive and like he just dominates the thing when it just whatever. But he also debuted against Cody Rhodes, so that's a whole other thing. But it just for Jordan in particular, I think this was important. And they let her have the longest match with Jade. I think it told the viewer that I'd never seen her before. We're familiar with like, yeah, this girl is important. She's not there yet, but she damn deserves to be here. So I think in this case, it was smart. I do think there are other cases, sure, where you don't want to do it. But I think with someone like Jordan, like she didn't really have any momentum when she got called up. She just kind of called up. So this is how you tell the audience right away, no, this girl's a big deal.
Fair enough. Something I want to bring up in the Shine because I can't not go this far into the program without talking about something that we both love, which is Kit Wilson. 2 segments, not one, but 2, a continuation of another segment with poems. I was enamored with the poem thing. And then when he got to Oba, I was like, hold on. He might not have gotten a match, but God damn it, folks. Did he get 2 segments? They don't just give segments out on television.
He's Slater. He is the reincarnation of Heath Slater, and I love it. Because that's legit my favorite run of all time in wrestling.
I mean, just the idea of him writing poetry in general is interesting to me. But but it's just the way that it was set up for Oba next week. I was just like, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is great. So I think Kit Wilson is hitting it out of the park. Here's the thing. What surprises me the most is when I saw Pretty Deadly in NXT UK. I loved him. When they got to NXT, I loved him. But I'm an Elton Prince guy.
Everyone is. He was the one who seemed like he had the personality.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I cannot believe that Kit Wilson is fucking nailing it. Like, I mean, I'm so happy for him. Because it seemed like he was the timid one of the 2. I don't know. He felt like the other guy. And now he's on his own. And I'm just like, God, is this such a great story? Is this just not a great character? Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, as a person, like, he may never get to an upper echelon, but boy, is he maximizing his minutes. You know what I mean?
He's gonna get a Mark Henry theme song next week against Oba. So
you die tonight. That's all it is. Maybe that's how it should start. Actually, he's got a banger of an intro too.
He does.
To be if you die tonight.
Dun 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 dun
dun. Yeah.
Oh God, I love him.
So go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna change it to something else. So.
Oh, were you gonna whoop that trick? Whoop that trick. I like it. Not only did Trick Williams absolutely fucking cook Sammy on the mic. Oh man, that boy was a fucking burnt tater tot by the time he got to the main event. But then he had another banner with Phoenix. I see why they keep throwing him out there with them. Let them do their thing. But Trick Willie, man, I'm assuming we're gonna do the predictions for the Chamber. At the end of the show, it's him, Priest, and Mello. Feels like Trick's probably gonna be in there because he's the guy you want to elevate, unless if he gets someone screws him over, which is possible. But it just like his momentum, it's this call-up has been insane. Like they've done such a great job with the 3 men they have brought up with him, Javon, and obviously Oba. They're really slow playing, but it's working. But Trick is the one that I feel like is just blowing everybody's socks off. And every week it's like I'm waiting for him not to have the best promo on the show. But with his lemon pepper steppers, baby, he is the best promo on the show week in and week out. He is fucking killing it. And that poor boy Sammy cannot catch a break.
I feel like they're doing it on purpose, though.
They're 100% how it works, dude.
Because here's the thing: like I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I don't really watch his entrances, but when I saw him get on the top rope and he just kind of stood there with his arms out, I just watched the crowd just lose their shit, and I was like, wow. I have never really seen somebody like obviously NXT helps, right? NXT really does get you, regulated to the idea of like, okay, this is their shtick. This is what this is the audience participation applause, like what you're supposed to respond to this person, which I think is good to, have that Pavlov's dog thing.
Yeah.
But when he got up on that fucking second rope and I saw that giant white coat, I was like, fucking like, I don't want to say what I want to say because you're all going to say I'm going to murder.
Don't curse.
But all I kept thinking was like, it's a fucking no brainer. Like you look at it and you're like, there's just no, if they don't do what they're supposed to on this, I just don't believe in it anymore. Like that is a surefire fucking like you look at that and you're just like, even I can't fuck that up. You know what I mean? Like that's when I look at him, I'm like, yeah, you can talk about the in-ring. He's gonna need a lot in the in-ring. But like we've talked about,
does he though? Does he really need that much? Not in WWE. Like, I mean, look at like there's obviously like he's getting better with the psychology, which I think is the most important thing. He can tell a story in the ring. He did that, like, and then he's capable of having banners with people who are really good. Now you put him and LA Knight in a match, it's probably not gonna be the best match, but they can probably tell a damn good story. But Trick, he has that it factor. You see it, it's believable. He's big. You can put him on a poster. He's got the gift of gab. It's just everything about him. It's just check. It's absolute home run. And the best thing to happen to him, because I'm always worried about those guys that have the NXT title and they lose it. What the hell are they going to do with them? They just kind of look around, they lose. Not with him. He went to fucking TNA and became Trick-N-A and got to try a run in another company with people he had never worked with before and lead their franchise. And I think that was so important to him because NXT is one thing, but like I feel like that partnership, especially for him, such a big beneficiary because it just we saw him like he already like ascended and we're like, okay, he's here. But he perfected so many things. So now that he's up here on the big show, like it just seamless transition. And he's just sky's the limit, as Avery Bradley used to say.
Sky's the fucking limit. I will say that they are fucking tanking on Sammy though, because I literally was like, again, there it is again. They just keep doing it, and I think it's to build the frustration as a franchise. But like, man, it is. I don't know what it is, but it's rough. It's very, very rough.
I think that it's one of those things. Like, remember last year, or was it 2 years ago, when they beat Gunther? We're like, he's not an underdog anymore. He's starting to win all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, they're making him the underdog again because they're fucking pummeling this kid.
Anyway, anything else that's positive?
Yes, but we'll probably transition out of it because it led to something not positive. But I fucking love Solo Sikoa, man. I fucking love him. He interrupted the Melo Dragunov match. Everything he says, everything he does, his mannerisms. I like the one I miss the most about like the house shows not being as around as much is the clips of Solo fucking snapping at people in the crowd and fucking with kids and like people like giving like memeing. It's just like there's something about him, dude. I find him so fucking hilarious and he's so much fun. And I like that he's involved in this little thing here, so he has something to do, but obviously it's led to absolute fucking nonsense. So
get him off my TV, get him off my TV, get him off my TV. Let's have a
10-man tag. 10-man tag.
Let's have a fucking moment of silence for sacrificing the United States champion in a fucking 10-man tag.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I was just like,
this was some AEW shit. This was an AEW 10-man tag all-star match.
And I was just thinking to myself, God damn it, was this the fucking other guy's match? And on top of it, JC, the fucking crap Sunday, Tama Tonga is the guy that gets the fucking victory of it. Which again, I got nothing against Tama Tonga, but when he's using the fucking hidden blade thing, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I get it. But then what upsets me even more is the fact that, like, oh, it was a prelude to fucking have a stare down with the Wyatts. And I was like, seriously?
Yeah. I mean, because that's still happening. There's probably going to be a massive WrestleMania, like, not like insane, violent match with the 5-on-5 with those guys or whatever.
I just want them to go away from
the
each
Wyatts.
Other. Well, not the Wyatts in general.
Yeah, I know, but it feels like this is happening at Mania. They're gonna do some big blow off match. So
that's fine. It just
the Wyatts will likely go over.
So we sacrifice one champion. Let's go sacrifice another couple of fucking champions while we're at it. And the fucking this stupid ass shit. The Usos and the Vision and LA Knight and a fucking whopper of a 6-man tag. And of course, fucking let's have fucking Mr. Tsunami on a fucking tag title champion. What are we doing? Like, and it's the fucking Usos. You want to talk about people who need to get their fucking groove back? It's the fucking Usos. Now, I understand that in order to build for Bronson Reed to get into the chamber, you needed to have him have a victory. So before his qualifier next week, I get all that. But
do you think he's actually going to beat Jey Uso?
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
I hope you're right, but I'm not so sure about it.
I am. Here's the thing. I'm probably wrong about everything. But as I was watching it, JC, I went, well, that's for him to have a big dub underneath him so that he can fucking go continue to get some momentum because he ain't winning the fucking chamber. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, nobody in next week's qualifying match on Rise.
We got one guy who's winning. Now it's a fucking field of fucking everybody else and one guy so far.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the way they build this thing. And like, I get it, but come on. Your boys
they should. Oh, he's alive.
My dog. What do you mean he's alive?
He's here.
Okay.
They're here. I will say, if you notice by the shine, it was 90% SmackDown with one Javon Evans. The 3 hours is a tough watch, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. You just gotta fast forward through the shit, man. I do it every week. Raw fucking sucks. It's a tough show, and all the things we're gonna talk about here in the heat are probably gonna be from Raw.
Well, let's go on to the Masked Man here. It's continuing to happen. It's a fucking thing. Where are we headed?
Logan Paul. I just,
what are we doing? Again, it's a whodunit. Usually those things end up working out, but in WrestleMania season, I feel like it's quite a fucking gamble because if it's not Seth Rollins,
I feel like this one is going to be Seth Rollins.
Is JC being a Manny again?
I'm in the tropical paradise right now.
Okay, all right, whatever is what it is. So is there anything that got you hot and bothered, or would you like to continue down? Or? I'm curious your thoughts on CM Punk and Finn Balor.
I kind of nothing that is,
isn't it? It's kind of a nothing.
Yeah, and like this, like whatever, like like I always watch a promo, but it's just like it's like I said, I went last week or whenever I said, like I already saw CM Punk beat Finn in his hometown, so now he's gonna go to CM Punk. This is it's just so CM Punk can fucking win in Chicago, and they might do it where like Finn injures him a little bit, quote unquote, so the match with Roman is in doubt, blah blah blah, because he went for that storyline. But it's just like. I'm sorry. I love Finn Balor. I've loved Finn Balor since the minute I saw him. He's a fucking can in the main event.
Whoa.
He's been a can. He is a jobber to the stars. He has been forever. Since he had that 1 day fucking Universal title reign, that's it. He's been a fucking can in the main event ever since. And they never really push him into the mid card. They keep him up here because he's damn fucking good at his job, but he's a fucking can. And what do you do, Nestlemania, when you seem to have a random match in Chicago for CM Punk? You give him a can. Just the problem with this one, why it's not as fun, is because we already saw him beat this can in the can's hometown. So doing a rematch in the champion's hometown just doesn't work.
May I add another thing to the caveat of all this? It's called connective tissue in the biz. I guarantee that at the end of Elimination Chamber, they are not going to end with the Chamber this year. They're going to end with CM Punk and AJ Lee celebrating in Chicago as they're both fucking champions and like reenacting the fucking WrestleMania 20 ending with the fucking everybody's got a championship with fucking. That's what's going to happen. Like that feels like
they shouldn't have Cody main event in Chicago. I agree.
And I think that's the way to do it. You get the fucking the couple with 3 titles doing whatever.
I think you have the men's chamber kick off the show.
Get the
then you do AJ Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do the women's chamber, and then you do Punk in the main event.
Is that all we got so far?
And then maybe Roman comes out. I doubt it. But.
I wish that was still a song.
Yeah, I'm assuming because given the 2 chambers, there might not be a 5th match. It might just be those because
those chambers take a long time.
Exactly, they're kind of like the Rumble. So but maybe they throw a tag match of some kind in there. But the fucking women's and the Usos might be in anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're putting MFTs on a pay-per-view. So
not in Chicago, babe. Not in Chicago.
Yeah.
So the other thing too is just the idea of like Finn Balor's doing this whole thing. Nobody really cares. It's a whole thing. I'm just kind of concerned that Finn Balor is never going to get the big one. Like when I think about
he already had the big one. He's never going to get it again. He's old and he's part-time.
I just want to see it one time. Just one fucking time.
You know how much I love him and how much that hurt me to say, but because I fucking love that man and he's a stud and always will be. And he is a stud. But in terms of how he's booked, it is what it is. It's truthful.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm curious what you think because speaking of an Irish, this one's a lass. I thought Becky looked like an absolute fucking joke and a chump in this fucking promo with AJ. Like with the behind the back, it's like what are we doing? Like I don't know. It was very weird writing to me. It's like all this is doing is making Becky look like a fucking bitch and like a chump, and just for fucking AJ looking. I love AJ, But here's the thing about AJ Lee. She ain't fucking intimidating. She's a little skipping princess who we fucking adore. She shouldn't be scaring the Irish last kicker, the man, the whatever the fuck she calls herself, the number one. But like, this was a fucking weird written. Whoever wrote this segment, bad job. And obviously they didn't do a great job themselves, but to me the material was fucking dog shit. This was so poorly put together.
So I think it's a bad recipe is what I've witnessed. Because I was watching this very intently. Like I watch everything on Monday, but this one I watched a lot because, well, a lot of things were going on. But what I realized is the ingredients of this entire waste of time is Becky has overacting. That's what she does. That's Becky's overacting. It's just who she is as the character. It's her gimmick, whatever she's doing. I get that. But the problem is that AJ Lee is not a good promo. AJ Lee is not good. Let me retract that.
She's not a good babyface promo because she was a good heel promo.
She's not. She's. It's. I gotta like draw a diagram in my head. It's like the Mendoza hot thing from How I Met Your Mother. You can only be this hot and this crazy. But like, it's literally like when I'm watching her, she's on the cusp of being slightly arrogant and somebody that's kind of a bitch. Like by accident, AJ Lee feels like she's kind of annoying, and you're just like. You're still that little cute person that we love, but every once in a while she does something. I'm like, ooh, that was a bad choice of words, or that was like it just didn't fire on the cylinder. So it's like she's not the most redeeming quality person when we're watching. And then we have Becky, who's somebody that I think we used to admire and we do want to see do well, but she has this weird fucking character, and it's like, oh, this is a mega match. We're doing this mega match. This is gonna be a big fucking deal, but it's just. I think they overvalue both women's abilities in this particular department. And I feel like it's really not working for us as fans because when I'm watching it, it's taking me completely out of it. I'm not enjoying it. What? I'm not reading that.
I was saying if you're going to accidentally put it on screen.
No, because I don't want to have him canceled. That's why. Not that cancels be a real thing anymore.
Oh, Lord. Doc, I was saying to Nestle before the show, I'm ready for my Kraken tomorrow, baby. I'm very sore, so buckle up, baby. Let's stretch out those magical hands.
You know what? You know what I need? This is what I need every Wednesday when you go to Doc.
Every other Wednesday,
whatever. Every other Wednesday you go with Doc. You should live stream while he's cracking your back, and you guys can talk wrestling while he does the appointment.
See, the slight problem with that is I'm a little bit of a moaner. I've done unrelated. I've also done couples massages with people. Oh, God. And I just make noises. It is what it is. I let out.
Wait a minute.
You know, like when you go to the urinal and you like overemphasize, like, oh, well, I do that naturally when I'm getting adjusted or rubbed. That sounded
terrible. Yes.
Yeah, you get the point.
Well, so did someone else. Two things very quickly. When you said that, this reminded me of another story. One time I went to a Celtics game as like a teenager or something, and I'm going to the bathroom, and a ginormous human being comes next to me, and he does the same thing you do with the and he looks at me, and he goes,
wrestling events only.
Yeah, he looks at me and he goes, "Sometimes it's better than sex, pal." And he walks away.
My man.
I was like, Jesus Christ. Secondly, the back cracker has brought you to climax is what I've now figured out.
There has been some adjustments where what that guy said, it did better than sex. Because I can tell you what, a good feeling back Nestlemania is better than almost anything. Because you know what? It makes it easier to do those other things.
Well, you got to carry the show. Bertsky's awake and not
bedtime, bro.
He's not talking about Nikki Bella or any other girls in short shorts. It's fine. But it's cool. Also, where are the Bellas, by the way? That's a whole other fucking kettle of fish.
I'm not mad about Brie Bella not being on my fucking TV and listening to that god-awful song they play in hell.
Yep, it is good. I'm trying to look anything else. Are we good? Is there anything else?
No, so what about the women's tag titles?
Here's the thing.
No contest? It's fucking waste of time.
Here's the thing. Rhea Ripley's never been so cold in my mind.
Well, because the thing you were talking about earlier about I told you she's the new Charlotte, which is not fighting for a title. They don't know what to do with her, so they have her as a tag champs. But it's just like she's in the fucking chamber, so it's just
I don't. Here's the thing. This is terrible for me to say because Rhea Ripley is a draw. I'm sure she's an amazing human being. She sells
Biggest female
merchandise.
draw.
She's probably like top 3 people who move merchandise and top people through ticket sales. She is invaluable to that company. But when I watch her, I feel like she's so cold, as in like not red hot, but like she's still over. But it's hard to not be over when you're Rhea Ripley. But like I look at her and I'm like, I'm not interested in what she's saying. I'm not interested in what she's doing. And I think here's the thing. I feel like when I look at her, and this isn't a fair comparison, but when I look at Rhea Ripley, it's the same thing of when I watched China fight men, and then China went back to fighting women, and I'm like, how am I supposed to believe any of these women have a fucking shot with China? It's the same thing with Rhea Ripley. I look at her and I'm like, it's like Brock Lesnar. It's like you look at Rhea Ripley and you're like, who the fuck's gonna beat this person?
You ready for a Bella to pin her at WrestleMania? Because that's gonna fucking happen.
I know. No, it'll probably be Io.
But they're gonna beat Rhea Ripley.
This is my point. You look at it.
Bella's gonna botch something and break her face, and then they're gonna win.
I don't believe that there is a woman on the roster that they're using on Raw. That when I look at Rhea Ripley, yeah, but we've already talked about Raquel. She slipped on how many fucking bananas? You know what I mean?
Just believability wise, she's the only one.
I just feel like when I watch her, I feel like she's in one of one scenario, but then you go look over and you're like, on SmackDown, there's Charlotte Flair. Well, she already faced her, but they always have good matches. They're tit for tat. And then you go, there's Jade. That's somebody I believe. And then you go to Jordynne Grace. I'd even believe Jordynne Grace. Bianca Belair, we know, like, there are people that they can do something with her that is believable. But there's like 6 people in that upper echelon with Rhea Ripley that feel like a real fight, or like you couldn't call it. The rest of the time, give me a fucking break.
No, it's with Nia and Lash. They're big. So,
but here's the thing. Nia slips on banana pills too.
I mean, they all do. It's one of those things. Like, that's why I'll never take Natty seriously in this fucking gimmick, because she used to do a farting gimmick and she was like one of the most annoying humans ever on Total Divas.
See, I call bullshit on that because you like sexual chocolate, Martin Henry, and then now you want Hall of Pain. So I mean, it's just
no. See, I wasn't. First of all, I wasn't really watching when he was sexual chocolate. I've always seen the clips.
It's sexual, baby.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Bertsky's very excited we talked about Nikki Bella. So.
Of course he is.
It is what it is.
Oh, he said 9 Bella. We're talking about Brie. Dom. Nikki, when she was like with it and in her prime, the Divas Champion, she had a good run. She did a good job. Her and AJ kind of carried that time when there was really no one else. I know Nestle won't give her credit for that, but there was a time where Nikki Bella was a very good player.
Eve Torres too. Don't forget her. Just saying, Eve Torres also held that division down too. Don't forget about her.
But AJ and Nikki were 1, 2. Eve can be number 3. It's my lucky number. There's no shame in the bronze medal, Adam.
Listen, I don't celebrate anything but gold, baby.
I would love to see her rack attack you. Just fucking. Who does the rack attack?
Well, she ain't touching me with a 10-foot pole. We all know that.
That much is true. Fucking.
Bertsky's already got her fucking restraining order. I can hear him breathing heavy while he's looking at it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I said it. What do you mean? Jesus Christ. Are we good? Do you want to get hopeful? Or is there anything else that...
I don't know. I just Bliss and Asuka, that was predictable. They're in the chamber, whatever.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know. It's just like it's Penta getting another shot at Dom. We've seen that 1,000 times. Oh, those are just quick eats. Help! Glorious!
Would you like me to go first?
No. Because
you have one? Get out of town.
Well, Nestlemania. It's literally the name of the title. It's the name of my name, which I didn't know you were making the title when I came in, so we're doubling up, but what's in the box? If you watch Monday Night Raw, there was a fucking box that says "Do not open to Elimination Chamber," and everyone was like, "Oh, it's Chris Jericho." And I was like, "It'd be great if they opened it." And yeah, he was dead. But I figured, like, play a game in the hope of we're gonna call it "What's in the Box." Now, here's the thing: I don't really have a good guess because I'm like, what could be in this box? That would be cool. And I was thinking it's going to be something really fucking lame. Something like for a set piece for Mania or something. But it's just like, maybe not. Maybe they actually do something cool here. But, we once had a detective on this program. Remember the music?
I could try to find it, but
but it's just because I was going to like, man, the gobbledygooker. Like, is it going to be something like that where it's just going to be a complete flop? Probably.
How
which
dare
honestly,
you
I'm kinda hoping for
disrespect
that.
Hector Guerrero? Come on.
But like, what could possibly be in this box that they're already teasing it now, a couple weeks ahead, that we're going to think is a big deal? Like, what could it be?
There you go.
God,
Used to
shit.
fall out of your seat. I found it in time, so thank you. Listen, it's my thing. I love that fucking song. Anyway, look, I'll say this much. When I originally thought it was Chris Jericho, I was like, oh God, this is terrible. I've read reports that they're going to have a bunch of fucking like cool music guitar shit hanging, and it's a live it's like a live Fozzy thing that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to be a big deal. I thought about
case scenario.
I was thinking to myself, it could be Seth Rollins, it could be Braun Breaker. Like if they put Braun Breaker in the fucking freezer like Han Solo or the Terminator, and he just dun, 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 like I would fucking lose it. I'd be like, there he is. He fucking grew his fucking nuts back. Like whatever.
So you think it's gonna be a person?
I hope not.
I feel like it's gonna be a thing, but I'm like, what thing could it be? I was trying to think of Chicago, like. But I'm like, I don't have anything that relates to that.
It literally could be as lame as you open the crate. The crate has something in it. Somebody opens it up. It's a fucking thing, and it goes up into the rafters, and then something fucking happens over here, comes back down here. Then a fucking Tron goes, like they could fucking pull the swerve on you.
I feel like that is a leader in the clubhouse for everything. This is Jericho related, but it's like. People have been calling for this for like months here, and he still hasn't happened. So I'm hoping he just never comes. But it's just like it's one of those where it's like I really like I can't think of any. There's nothing else that like immediately jumps to mind. But I'm like knowing WWE, it's going to be something so fucking stupid in a promotional piece, and everyone's going to fucking hate it. But it feels like what.
What if it's Bad Bunny?
I mean,
you're gonna probably shit the fucking bed on that. But like,
it gonna be Bad Bunny.
I don't know.
I don't think he's going anywhere near those mega assholes when they're trying to deport his people. So,
yeah, okay.
But I don't know. That's just it's interesting.
There's so many things you could do though. Like you could have Hobbs.
There is.
Hobbs could come out of that thing.
Powerhouse.
What if it's the Undertaker? What if it's AJ Styles? What if it's fucking?
Oh my God! Himself? If it's AJ Styles, he comes back as.
What if it's John Cena? It's just like,
oh God, Dom, if it's AAA related, I'm gonna fucking puke. Enough. Keep that shit in NXT.
What if it's Mr. Iguana?
Dude, they've overdone it with him. He's at least a mixed tag champ now at Lola, but again, keep him on NXT. Mr. Iguana isn't a fucking main roster guy. They go fucking do a show. Maybe he'll be on the Puerto Rico. Isn't Backlash in Puerto Rico again? Maybe he'll do
Somebody said that, yeah. I think it's Andrade.
Andrade's back already.
Well, the box would imply he's traveled from overseas.
Maybe it's Rusev's tank.
Oh, that's too small to be a tank. By the way, did you see he's got a podcast out this week? You got to go listen to that.
Oh my God, with who?
The CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, okay. I do love Rusev.
He did talk about the Lana making out with Bobby Lashley thing, and listening to him talk about it was really good.
Bob.
Yeah. It's Vincent and Gimp. All right, that's terrible. That's fucking bad, Dan.
Watch it just be Hornswoggle.
I mean, it's a tall box. Like it could be anything. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Here's the thing: they've never had a reveal like this that's usually made our expectations have been exceeded by it.
100. That's what I mean. Like it's gonna be something really fucking stupid, and people are gonna be so mad. But I kind of like that.
You need to knock it off. You need to knock it off.
He's gonna be knocking one off. Dun, dun, dun. Remember her music? God, they used to have so much good shit.
Oh yeah, I remember I think I had that in the fucking sound.
Yeah, for sure. Because I played it off my. You would get pissed.
Because you're like, oh, we gotta play it again.
Yeah. What's in the box? What's in the box? We're gonna find out at Elimination Chamber. What's in the box? Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC's hopes come true. I don't know if I actually gave one. But I hope it's the worst thing possible ever. So
it's probably just the Masked Man, says Danny. All right, that brings it full circle for sure. But it is what it is, my friend.
It's definitely gonna
let the dolphin. Yeah, look, I tend to agree. It's probably going to be bad. But what's in Chicago? You never know. Here's the thing. Chicago's going to fucking boo the shit out of
it's going to be it's going to be like a fucking giant bottle of Malort, which is the fucking most disgusting shit ever. That's some Chicago for you.
Maybe it's the dentist.
Oh, Britt Baker. DMD.
Terrible idea.
That'd be a great idea. No, that's my new hope. Hashtag JC's hopes come true.
All right. So I have this weird fucking theory in my head. All right.
Austin theory?
Maybe. Well, adjacent. I'm thinking about this, JC, as WrestleMania is coming up.
Is it?
I think they're lacking in the big marquee matchups.
Well, they have one announced, so.
Right. So I feel like they're going to focus a lot on Logan Paul. And you're going to think I'm fucking nuts. But I don't think this is going to be a match. But I will put my money down right now that if this doesn't fucking happen, the WWE should be embarrassed forever. Logan Paul needs to have a marquee match. If it was Bad Bunny, that'd be great. I don't think that's going to happen, as JC pointed out in the last 3 minutes. But if it does, cool. But there has to be a marquee Logan Paul match. At the end of that match, he is going to have an interaction with someone that you did not think was going to happen. Where are they, JC, this year?
Vegas again?
Yeah. And do you know who owns a minority stake in the Las Vegas Raiders? Somebody that maybe potentially they were talking on a podcast and saying, I like WWE, but it's cute.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Oh
and Logan Paul in the fucking ring for that moment.
Tom Brady ain't fucking wrestling, bro.
No, not wrestling. It's going to be a fucking, just a simple fucking thing. And I bet you they're going to fucking pull it off. I bet you they will. For him to say WWE's cute, like, that's a dumb fucking statement. Like, that's a dumb fucking statement to alienate fans. Like,
he doesn't fucking care.
No, I know that, but I'm just thinking, like,
kiss the rings, bitch.
I'm just saying, what a fucking thing that would be, right? Like, that's somebody that's like, he's never really said he's not a wrestling fan, but he's not like LeBron James in the front row with his flip cell phone. You know what I mean? But having Tom Brady at WrestleMania in Las Vegas, that's like asking Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, that's like,
Michael Jordan won't do it.
No, that's right.
Him?
Yeah. Michael Jordan ain't doing shit, but I'm just saying, like, you're not asking Wayne Gretzky, like, you know, like the who's who of, but you know what I mean? Tom Brady in WrestleMania somehow, especially with the ESPN connection and the Las Vegas connection, I just don't see how this can't happen.
Tom Brady works for Fox.
I don't give a shit. ESPN has ties to the NFL.
I will give you this, Nestlemania. We are more likely to see Tom Brady at WrestleMania than The Rock.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
That motherfucker doesn't show up. He hates Triple H.
LeBron would never. Well, no, not with that headline that he's got he's got a hairline.
LeBron's been in the crowd before.
No, but he's saying he would never. He did do it, but he probably won't do it now.
Yeah. No. Burt wants the Ball family back on WWE TV, so, you know.
He said, this is the first time I've ever heard WWE come out of Brady's mouth. I've heard him talk about being a big Hulkamaniac before, so I don't know.
Brady's definitely a big Hulkamaniac. That checks out.
So I'm not even going to touch that one either. So that's my hope. And if it fucking happens, I want you all to fucking thank me because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it happened.
Hey, listen, the clock, even a broken clock is right twice, you know, in a day.
Not your broken clock.
Wow. Okay. Give me the big balla.
Do you remember with the Ball family on Raw?
Yeah. The
LeVar
dad said the N-word, right?
No, one of the kids said the N-word.
Oh,
I think it was LaMelo, actually. Wasn't it LaMelo who said it?
I don't remember.
I think it might have been LaMelo. He was like 16, I think, at the time. Fucking Christ. We're going to the comeback, though, Nestlemania. It's not going to the Ball family. I hope I never have to see LeVar Ball again. I know Burt loves him, but he fucking sucks. I'm going to give mine to Austin Theory because, you know, when I'm looking at the vision, I'm like, without Braun Breaker, I don't fucking care. Clearly, Bronson Reed's getting the Braun Breaker-esque push in the position, as in, like, he's competing for the chamber, this and that, as a focal point. But this week, I thought Austin Theory You know what the Vision was lacking? A bulldog. And Austin Theory, he was channeling his inner Braun Breaker with the rage, the anger, upset with Adam Pearce. And I was like, all right, I can get behind this version of Austin Theory with a little more vip and vigor, a little more of that. So I was a big fan of that because Theory needed something to stand out here. Logan's Logan, Heyman's Heyman. Bronson is taking the in-ring spot, but Theory's kind of giving me that bulldog mentality, which the Vision needs right now. So for that, he's going to get my comeback because I think we've both been kind of down in the last few weeks, but I thought this was a big bounce back for him, which is simple shit. Just segments with Adam Pearce.
And bouncing back from that door not opening. I mean, he's a jack of all trades. He even had a little Steiner in him when he was like, get the fucking door open.
That's what I mean. He literally, I think Braun Breaker, entered his body.
I'm so glad whoever was doing the camera didn't stay on the door. They had enough wherewithal to keep going with the promo, and he just kept fucking shot. I thought it was the silliest fucking thing in the world. I'm like, well, at least it's a little less silly now that they're like, fucking door. I loved it. I just thought it was just fucking great. It's just like one of those things where he had a fucking passionate promo and he turns and he can't fucking get out the door. It's just classic. It's just
We've all been there.
It's just it's like getting into an argument, you finally win, and you're just like, yeah, and you fucking run right into the wall by accident. That's what it feels like. It's crazy. Anyway, my comeback goes to a giant-headed bobblehead man who has returned to be part of Finn Balor in his quest for the gold. Obviously, JD McDonough and his giant-ass dome. Love it. I think he's great. He's a good little side thing for Finny Boy there, or as Punk called him, Finsky, whatever. Yeah, I love JD McDonough. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's going to be back on my television because I think he's pretty talented. So I'm happy for him. And hopefully you get that Punk versus JD match that everybody keeps saying they want. So here we go.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a much better match in Chicago than Finn Balor.
Okay.
Big old finish. Lies. Big old finish, Nestlemania. We have a loaded SmackDown this week with the last bit of qualifiers. We got Mello, we got Whoop That Trick, and we got Damian Priest. I'm picking Trick. Who you got?
Trick.
Yeah. Hopefully not Priest. Get him out of there. Another EC qualifier with the woman is Nia, Kiana, and Charlotte. It's definitely not going to be Kiana. It's going to be Charlotte.
Yes, it is going to be Charlotte.
And then the third match announced for SmackDown is that man. Kit Wilson versus Obafemi. 3 minutes or less. 2 minutes or less, or 1 minute or less?
I think he's going to play with his food. I'll say 2.
Okay. That's funny. Play his food for 2 minutes.
Wow.
Next up, we go to Raw. Then the last elimination qualifiers, we have Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Raquel Rodriguez. Who you got?
Io?
Yeah, it's going to be Io. The other one, we have Big Bronson Reed, Mr. Yeet Jey Uso, and the OG Chad Gable version of El Grande Americano. Who you got?
For some reason, I think it's probably going to be Jey Uso, but my heart's going to say Bronson Reed. I'll go with Reed.
I hope you're right about Bronson Reed, but I'm going to pick Jey Uso because Jey Uso must eat.
You can do that in another match.
I agree. I didn't see anything else advertised for Raw.
Actually, you know what? Here's the thing. I completely forgot last week. I will retract my statement. I am wrong. When Jimmy told him to go for the gold, why would he not get to the fucking Elimination Chamber? You are absolutely right. I am wrong about everything.
JC knows. Yeet.
There's no way that Jey Uso.
You might have just nestle cursed Bronson Reed into a win, though. I'd be fine with that. I'd
Uso
rather have the Tsunami Man in the chamber over Jey Uso.
I don't know.
How am I supposed to take the Vision seriously if none of them are in the chamber?
Logan Paul.
He's not in the chamber.
I know, but maybe he'll find a way in.
How would he? These are the last 2 spots.
I know, but they always find a fucking way. I don't know.
No, they're not. It's Bronson Reed or bust.
Okay, pal.
That's it? Nothing else? All right.
We got to talk about something else, buddy boy. Your favorite wrestler, Hangman Adam Page, kicked Andrade in the nuts and then fucking
gave him how he won?
Well, it was a good little sequence there where Andrade was going to kick, Hangman in the nuts. He caught him, dropped his leg, kicked him in the nuts, and then did the fucking spinny clothesline thingy. So, and then won, which I think the crowd seemed more positive for Andrade, if I'm not being honest. So,
I agree that they botched that. It should have been Andrade, but I understand they want to do MJF and Hangman at their biggest show of the year.
Kyle Fletcher has a pink TNT title you'll like.
Yeah, he won that back, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Can we talk about what happened on Wednesday, Nestlemania, when who should have got my comeback?
No.
The Tickler! New AEW Women's Champion, the Tickler! Tekla, the toxic spider of tickles. Tickle me timbers. Beat Chris Statlander randomly. This absolutely fucking floored me. I fucking laughed my ass off when I saw someone said it in the chat. I saw it Thursday morning. And I was like, I need to watch this. So I did. And I got to see Sky and Julia, which I like to do. And yeah, the Tickler is the AEW Women's Champ. That is a fucking bigger deal than anything that had happened on Saturday.
That's true, but god damn it, was this actually another thing too? Wheeler Yuta got his head shaved, so that was great. You should go back and watch that too.
How many times did you watch that?
I've watched it at least 100 times.
Yeah,
it's so
far
satisfying.
down your pants was your hand?
Well, considering I've got T-Rex hands, not very far, but that's okay. You know,
take my strong hand.
Take my strong hand. Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, you ready for some AEW? Buckle up, Bucko. Here we go. You ready?
Listening.
All right, we've got the debut of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Will Ospreay's lady.
Don't care.
They're a tag team. On a match they're fucking giving away on TV, and if it doesn't end in time limit draw, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. Kenny Omega taking on Swerve Strickland. That's worth the price of admission. I can't believe they're giving that away on free TV.
It's interesting because what are these two going to do at the pay-per-view?
That would be a good question, Your
Honor. No, they're probably going to do one of those 5-on-5 stupid matches.
Okay. And then finally, so far, it is saying that there's a face-to-face MJF and your boy Hangman. Yeah,
I will watch that.
Okay.
I watch anything MJF does.
Okay. Well, then they
don't have the Tickler advertised. She wins the title, and they don't advertise the Tickler.
They haven't advertised yet, sir. Okay, they haven't advertised yet.
What did you think of your boy Tommaso Ciampa immediately losing his title and going right back in the toy box? Tony wasted no time.
What?
Tony wasted no time.
When you have a second, I'm going to tell you something off air. I can't. I'm sorry to leave everybody hanging, but that one.
You can't say it on air. It's that bad.
Can't. No, that. So whatever. Anyway, on that note, so here I think that's pretty much everything AEW related. Here's the thing. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is the reason I watch this fucking show.
He's the only thing I watch on the show.
Here's the thing. It isn't going to sound harsh, but their version of what they think is a star to me is not even fucking close to the reality of what it is. Like, I think
names.
I'm sorry, but like, why is Wheeler Yuta on my TV?
I agree.
Like, that one is fucking bad. Like, I'm sure that fucking Will Ospreay's lady is a very lovely person. I am not impressed with her wrestling ability. She has no.
You don't think wrestling ability is sexually transmitted?
If it was, she should be ashamed of herself. Like, when I look at this shit, it's like Okada doesn't mean shit to us anymore. Fucking Kenny Omega is a fucking shell of a human being. Like, even if Hangman Adam Page is an actual big fucking deal to the outside world, nobody knows who the fuck he is still. They're missing the fucking point.
Because it's AEW, bro.
But I mean, like, people know who MJF is because he's
he was fucking in Happy Gilmore too and all this shit. Like, he's funny. Like, his stuff goes viral because he's funny. So people would see him and be like, I recognize the guy. I've seen him. He made me laugh on this random video I saw online.
I just feel like I'm literally, as I keep scrolling by, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Jon Moxley. Brody Lee is unfortunately 6'7" and sounds like me. Like, you know, it's just like, whatever. And it's just like, as I'm scrolling. It's like, okay, we got Kyle Fletcher. That's cool. Do you give a fuck about Mark Briscoe? Do you? You know what I mean? Like, that's not a star. Sorry. It's just not. Like, I like anybody that's not, like, everybody in the Death Riders is not a star. Tony Storm is a star. Orange Cassidy, not a big star, but a guy that you'd laugh at. Like, they have.
He's a guy. If I go to AEW and I don't see, I'd be disappointed.
There are people that they have there that can do it, but their version of what they think is going to sell tickets, like that person's going to put butts in the seats. That's fucking stupid. Like, the array of characters, Roderick Strong, like fucking Kyle O'Reilly, like all these guys, I like them, but they're not stars.
You do not like Roderick Strong.
He's not a star.
You don't like him, though. That was a lie.
Dude, the most irrelevant thing in the world is Roderick Strong. Like, when I look at him, I'm just like, he's a fantastic wrestler. fan-fucking-tastic. But the hype for this guy, for his entire career, has been built on one fucking thing. He can do a backbreaker. Fan-fucking-tastic.
You know when he was
What
the
else
best?
you got?
When he was in I Don't Give a Shit mode in NXT and he was like leading like the creeds, like that was the best he ever was. He was fucking hilarious. And it was because he was miserable and wanted to leave. So you could tell he just wasn't trying, but him like not trying was so good.
Yeah.
And now he's back to being the fucking loser nerd he always has been. I like to wrestle. Fuck you.
I don't know. The people they put on this program is just like, God, what are we doing? What are we fucking doing? I don't know. Like some of the women on this show too they're not ready. They're not getting the reps somewhere else. They need it. Like I'm looking.
Well, AW doesn't have like a performance institute, so
no, I understand, but I mean,
learning
like,
on the job.
No, I know. I just feel
that's what Ring of Honor's for. That's what like the so it's just it is what it is. But
I mean, like Marina Shafir should never be on my fucking television. Like this is not shit that I want to see. They're like they literally taking up space. Like you have pieces in there, in my opinion. If I went through the entire roster, I would be like, this is it.
Pieces of me.
Ashley Simpson. All right. Once again, I'm convinced you don't know a whole song, like a whole song's full of lyrics.
Oh no, I do. I just would add my own lyrics. No, I can rap all of California Love, all however many minutes it is. I know a lot of Taylor Swift songs. I know several Ariana, Camilla, Selena, Kesha songs. Your Love Is My Drug. I could literally do right now. I know Behind Those Hazel Eyes. As a Hazel Eyes boy, can do that one. You picking up a theme here?
Yeah, I get it.
But I have a couple other raps I can do too, but we'll leave that for the imagination.
Okay. Anyway, that's a tough swallow. I think that's pretty much it, though. I think I'm not going to add anything here.
Fuck AEW. I'm going to go watch NXT.
All right. On that note, thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast. We'll be back next week with some more Jobber Knockery.
Just made bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming.